Hello everybody. It's been quite a while, many months since I made one of these videos, and I figured it's probably a good time for me to get off my butt and start making a few more videos. So what's this one about? What you're looking at here is about an acre and a half or 2 acres of crimson clover that I planted as a winter crop in this big old pasture out here. Big field anyway. And I let it mature over the winter and let it let the crimson part of it come up, and lo and behold, it became, no surprise, quite the food source for millions and millions of bees. But it got to the point where the bees were feeding on it a little bit less, and it was getting ready to shoot up to seed, and I needed to recover it for another purpose, which you'll see here in a moment. So all this stuff right in here that you're looking at, all this crimson clover, I'm going to mow and then sweep it all up, all the clippings, if you can imagine, and put them on this pasture, which looks like a moonscape. So I need to basically share some of the nitrogen from the clover in the pasture it was grown in, then add that nitrogen to the pasture that I'm renovating. This was just before I started mowing. I went out on a hike, and I'm coming in at the end of the hike, and I got the audio turned down, but you should hear some of the bees. Again, they're scaled back there. But they're still out there. Mowing, boy, it took about 2 days, 2 full days of just mowing and mowing and mowing. Put the dogs to work. Deuce, as you can see here, I don't think he does it too much, but he's a bee. You can still see all the bees. You pay attention there. Lots and lots of bees. I kind of a little disappointed that I had to cut the bee food down. I know my hive of bees is full. We're gonna have some nice clover honey this year. But I needed to get this stuff mowed down so I could return the nutrients to the soil, especially in that pasture that's looking so damn ugly. You can see here, you can get a sense for how deep this stuff is just watching these dogs wade through it. Pretty funny. There you go. God damn it, no! Shithead. So this is the whole reason for mowing the crimson clover, is to make hopefully a couple tons of this green manure. It's got a little, would you knock it, asshole? It's probably got some clover seed in it, which is great, and it's going over in that pasture over there. I'm still renovating, but that's the whole reason we're doing that, is for this. Dumbass. Hope you choke on it. And there's the final result. Annie, bless her heart, said I had to leave some clover for the bees. So I left that one patch there in the center. Just a big old, like an anti-donut hole. So there's a little bit of clover left. There's a little bit there on the margin. But as you can see, that it's clover no more. So we got most of it. Well, we got all of it mowed or mulched. I keep saying mowed, but I probably should say mulched. So we mulched it all down, and probably got about 20-30% of it recovered, which is just another long process of using a toe-behind sweeper to sweep it all up. Unfortunately, I don't have an industrial grade sweeper. I'm using a kind of a homeowner's grade sweeper, and it's gonna take a couple days to get all this stuff mowed up. I'm sorry, swept up. But I'm happy with the result. So I'm eventually gonna have to now plow and or till that clover patch into the ground, because again, we want to kind of get it aerated and get the remaining the clover leftovers reincorporated into the ground, just so you can get the nitrogen reabsorbed and basically do a summer crop. And then I'll probably do crimson clover again next winter. I haven't decided what I'm going to plant in that field yet, but we'll figure it out. As you can see here, this video is a little bit washed out color-wise, but each one of those looks like I'm making cookies. Looks like cookies on a cookie platter. That makes me want oatmeal cookies. But each one of those is a dumper full of mulch that I have swept up out of the clover patch and am now adding it on, at least on the surface, to this donkey pasture. Next, I'll flatten it all out, distribute it all, and then get the other implements out and go ahead and compost it and till it in. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.